Hi, I want to talk to you today about one of the biggest issues that I see with personal trainers and regular trainees who are looking to improve body composition and using weight training as that tool. Here it's a fundamental problem, and it's one of the reasons why I like trainers who have or who are of the mindset to learn more about bodybuilding training. You don't have to want to be a bodybuilder and get on stage in a little thong or do anything like that. But learning some of the lessons of bodybuilding for trainers and for personal trainers especially is really, really, really important in my opinion. Now, what I'm talking about today is simply one of the most fundamental things that we can do when we're training in the gym. And it's harder to do than most people give credit. And that thing is this: it's how you lift a weight. I'll qualify it as always. I'm not talking Olympic lifting, I'm not talking powerlifting, so I'm talking weight training to stimulate a muscular response. That muscular response, let's nail it down even more. Hypertrophy. We're talking about training to stimulate muscle. But this would also apply to using weight training for a more of a fat loss goal as well. Because again, you want to exercise the muscles. You want to make the exercise as demanding as possible. Correct? This makes sense, I hope. What am I talking about then? Most people, they want to use, I'm going to click that there for a second. They want to basically move the weight from A to B. They don't think, I'm going to contract the muscle to move the weight from A to B. It's more, here is an athletic event. I'm going to curl up, down, up, down. Yeah, you can use full range of motion and everything, but it's up, down, it's up, down, it's up, down. And it's not. What you're trying to do, you're trying to contract your muscle against the given weight that you're lifting. A curl is one of the nice, easy ones to contemplate. A push down, a pull down, compound movements, a press for your chest. What are you trying to do? You are basically stretching and squeezing against the weight. You are flexing your muscle against weight. So you're using load to enable yourself to get a harder contraction. And what you're doing, stretch and squeeze. So you're lengthening the muscle. If it's a press here, and as you come up, you want to maximally shorten the muscle. It's the same with a curl. All the way down, you will flex the triceps at the bottom of the movement because you want to stretch out the biceps, and then you would come all the way up to maximally shorten the muscle. And what you're really doing, you got to get out of this mindset of, 10 reps, 1, 2, 3, 4. Even if you know about tempo, this is the problem with books and everything else. I can give you tempo, I can write a book, and I can give you tempo and rest intervals, and you can follow it precisely. But unless you can try to develop the neurological connection, what bodybuilders always call the mind-muscle connection, with the muscle that you're training, you're always going to leave a good too many gains on the gym floor. So I want you, before you do any exercise, to one, have an appreciation of the anatomy, have an appreciation of what you're trying to work. If you don't know the muscle that you're trying to work, how the hell can you exercise it properly? You can't. Know the muscle you're trying to work. Have enough of a neurological connection to your body, to your muscles, to be able to contract that bastard as hard as possible. If you can't contract your biceps hard with no weight, you damn well aren't going to be able to do it with a weight in your hand. If you can't squeeze your pecs, if you don't know how to squeeze your pecs or pull back your shoulder blades to squeeze your upper back, adding weight's not going to make it easier, it's going to make it harder to get the contraction. So you've got to first of all make sure that you can get that contraction. And once you know how to get that contraction, get out of your head this concept of lifting a weight from A to B. Get that right out of your head. It's a curl, right? It's a dumbbell curl, a single arm dumbbell curl. I mean, the camera can't pan down to what I'm doing here. It's a single arm dumbbell curl. If you think you're struggling with it, close your eyes. Close your eyes, hold a light weight in your hand because you can always go heavier later, and contract your bicep. Not, I'm going to lift my hand to my shoulder. No, I'm going to stop myself swearing then for once. No, it's not I'm going to lift my hand to my shoulder. It's I'm going to contract my biceps. You're doing dips for triceps, a compound movement, sometimes harder to contemplate. What am I doing? Well, you've got to get yourself into the right biomechanical position. You might stay more upright because you want to hit your triceps more. You go down. As you go down, you're stretching your triceps, right? Think this through. And then as you go up, what are you doing? Are you just trying to propel yourself up? No. You contract your triceps as you go up. It might look like you're doing the same movement, contracting the triceps or just push myself up. I assure you, try it both ways. Make sure you can do dips properly. Make sure the dips aren't too hard, because if the weight is too heavy, it's hard to get that neurological connection until you're well trained. Go down slowly, contract the triceps. Then do a rep where you do the same range of motion, you do the same tempo, but you're not getting your head into your triceps. It makes a huge difference. It makes a huge difference on the body parts that are often hard to hit. Back and chest and deltoids for sure. So give this a try. It takes time. You're not going to be able to walk into the gym from the very first day or from the very first week or arguably from the very first year and be able to get this right down right from the start. It honestly, it's practice. It's a learned skill. All of this is a learned skill. Give it a go. And then in the comments below, if you've got any questions, please let me know. And we've got subscribe boxes somewhere on here as well. And so, if you like these videos, give me a little bit of encouragement. We're going to try and put out as many videos as possible for you. Click on the subscribe button. This is Nick Mitchell. Train hard and train smart.